Morning everybody. Day 3. Ignore this clock, the time's wrong. It's Monday. It was a bit of a scramble getting the kids out the door, but I managed it. I'm still in my dressing gown, but I have tea, so all is not lost. I'm not sure what today's going to bring. I need to head into work. But the nice thing about having an advent calendar is that your day always starts rather well. Ooh, grey string today. I'm also sorry about the light. I've just got the overhead dining room light and I can't be setting up show lights every time. What's it gonna be? Chocolate coins. And it's mystery yarn. It says on the label, mystery yarn. It was a gift with no dye on it, but it's 100% merino. That is lovely. A grey, very subtly sparkly with different pastel-y colours shot through it. Now that's going to work out beautifully because I'll show you. I knit my mitered squares on 2.5mm double points. So for the mitered squares blanket, you start by knitting 2 separate squares and then you pick up down this edge and up this edge with your 3rd yarn, and then you can knit them on as you go. So this pale one will be quite a nice contrast to the other 2. So that's fabulous. I forgot to say that the border on the big squares that I showed you yesterday is just Owl About Yarn undyed Cuddly Owl, which is merino, no, Sparkle Owl, which I think is merino, nylon and stellina. And I've got a few acquisitions to show you. When we ran the Knit Tea retreat, quite a few people that came brought presents for Jenny and I, which was really quite overwhelming. And I showed a few on my last proper episode, but I haven't finished showing you. And look, it's my name. And it's got a lovely quilted pieced back and a cheerful zip. And look how fun that inside fabric is. Oh, I love it. This was a present from Jeanette. Morning, Jeanette, who we just know originally from working the shows, and she's super lovely, and I decided she was going to be my friend, and now she is. So thank you, Jeanette. I am keeping my Advent mini mitered squares in here, and yeah, I know you watch, so thank you very much. You're a superstar. Another acquisition, I think I'm ready to talk about it now without crying. Another good friend of mine, Melissa, is an American, and she's been in the UK for quite a while, but is heading back home in about a week or 10 days, I think. I'm sure I will see her again, but goodness only knows when it will be. So again, she bought me presents to the retreat, and yeah, actually cried. The retreat was emotional. So there is this fabulous little gauge that's shaped like a sock, and these are inch markings, so that's handy. And then it's got a little lobster claw on the top, and it says must knit more socks. Doesn't say where it's from, but it's very cute. And then a skein of Nerd Girl yarns, nerdgirlyarns.com. This is their Bounce and Stomp base. So 4-ply, and it's 75/25 superwash merino nylon, and the colourway is too English to say anything. Look at that. Is that focusing? There we go. How gorgeous is that? I keep meaning to look this up on Ravelry to see what the colourway will do, but it looks like it's quite high twist. So if I wanted to make socks from it, I absolutely could. But given the purpley colour with a touch of grey, I could possibly get away with a cowl or a little shawlette or something like that. So thank you, Melissa. And last but not least, there's a little badge. Look, it's a jumper. It's a skein of yarn dreaming about being a jumper when it grows up. That's a nice idea, that our stash yarn has dreams. And yes, last but not least, a project bag with manatees on it. How cute is that? It's a lovely drawstring one, and it's by Knit Spin Quilt. And Melissa, as well as the lady that made the bag, are in my monthly thread. And it's got a lovely peachy interior. And Melissa's got one as well, although the top's in a different colour. So yes, those are some of my acquisitions I wanted to show you for today. I've been keeping them and not using them so that I can show you. I've got a little bag to work my way through. Sorry, I'm just tucking everything away so I don't get cornflakes on it. The last thing I wanted to show you before I get cracking on Monday is I didn't show you the quilted wall hanger that my mum made. Hang on a sec, I'm going to shuffle you backwards a bit and then I might be able to get it all in shot. Look at that, it's a little bit creased. I normally iron it before I hang it up every year, but we kind of ran out of time. Back you come. There we go. So it's got little pockets in it and they've got the numbers on the bottom, and it's quite squishy. So it's got sort of batting in it, and then it's just got this pocket at the top that I ran a stick through, and I've got some ribbon to hang it up. So yeah, it's rather fun, and the kids really like it. And then at the bottom, there's presents at the bottom of the tree, and these have been quilted around the edge, so it's super squishy and puffy. So yes, I really like this, and it's, as I said, it's the first and only Christmas decoration that's up at the moment. So that hangs on the back of our front room door, and every night, if the children have been good, the Christmas fairy comes and puts chocolate in the right pocket. So yeah, I'll give it an iron now, if I've got time today, and then it'll be looking a bit smarter. So yeah, thanks again, Mum. Okay, I need to get dressed. I need to walk the lovely gym, which I'm not looking forward to, but maybe it won't be so bad when I'm out there. What is it they say? There's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. We shall see. Hi, I don't know if the volume is going to come out on this. I'm at work and I should be working, and I kind of am working, but it's just a bit too loud with the rock music, and the gym's really busy, and all my lists have jobs in them that involves the computer and concentrating. So I'm not doing terribly well with that today. I have, however, set up my bullet journal for the week. I don't think there's anything terribly private on there, but that's how I set mine up. So I have like my week across the top with appointments and things, and then I've got a work list, a personal list, and a like knitting business list. And I have an extra list on there for next week because stuff always occurs to me that I never quite get around to. So I've set that up, and I've done some noodling around. Yeah, I've done some noodling around, and I think that's pretty much all I can do. I'm on the desk until 5 o'clock, and then I've got an hour off until I'm taking Thai boxing tonight, 6 till 7. Dave was supposed to be, you hear all the clangs. Dave was supposed to be working this shift, but he was so tired after the weekend with Jocelyn that when I came in just for a couple of hours this afternoon, I've ended up working his shift. Not that he's got time off, he's heading home for a nap, but then he gets the kids and all the cooking of the dinner and the washing up, so we'll see. Lovely Jocelyn has very kindly agreed to help me finish off the vlog.
Because I'm so amazing at vlogging.
Well, Max was on my vlog yesterday doing a little movie review, and everyone seemed to enjoy watching him. So I thought I could have a quick chat with you about your trip to London, and then put that little video in yesterday of us singing happy birthday to you, even though it's really dark.
Yeah.
So what are you wearing?
Oh, just my official Bohemian Rhapsody Queen mix. Excuse you. This was like 50 quid, but it was worth it. It's so comfortable. This is like my most prized possession. I love this more than like you. I'm very
More than me?
No, just kidding.
That's so mean. So you went down to London with Dad?
Yes.
And what did you do on the Saturday?
Was that the first day? I've lost track.
Yes.
So we went to London Dungeon. Wait, no, first of all, let's talk about the Airbnb. It was so nice. Like, the family was really, really nice as well. I forgot the guy's name. But when it was my birthday, he went, oh, what music do you want to listen to? I was like, Queen. And he went, Queen? Because I'm a really big fan, alongside with Amory, who's my best friend. And he was just going on and on about Queen. And I was just, like, listening, like, very intensely. Because Dad wasn't listening because he doesn't like Queen.
Yeah. But no, it was a nice Airbnb, wasn't it?
Yeah. He also went to Live Aid.
Oh, did he? The original Live Aid?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And I was just like, you see,
that would have been something
I was born
special.
in the wrong era.
You were...
I was meant to be Freddie Mercury.
Were you meant to be Freddie Mercury?
I am just Freddie Mercury.
Okay. So, tell the viewers about London Dungeon.
Oh.
London Dungeon is organised by the same people that do Madame Tussauds. So it's not,
the wax.
It's not just a walk around some dungeons. It's like an experience, isn't it?
So basically what the London Dungeon is, if you live in the United States, or you just don't know what it is, you have, basically imagine a walk through horror train,
It's like a horror tour.
A horror tour, basically. A ghost train, a walk through ghost train is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
But instead of like on a cart like it's a walkthrough, but there are actors like in each room.
And there was a Jack the Ripper room.
Jack the Ripper, a torture room for like
medieval things.
Not medieval, it was like Henry VIII and stuff.
Technically that's early modern. Fair enough, I'll give you that.
There was also...
What's the barber? Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd's, and I cried 3 times.
It's
not funny. It's not funny.
She got picked on to take part in some of it.
In everything.
And then she got very overwhelmed and
started crying.
And then Dave laughed at her.
But basically what it was is that in the torture room, she was talking about all the torture devices and stuff. But as soon as we walked in, there was like, if there was a setup, there was a big room. And then in one corner, there was one like metal cage, like maybe a bit taller than you. And then a chair. And then a wall of like torture devices and stuff, like a wooden chair. And then another one like a couple feet away from it. And I was like, oh, look how comfy that chair is in it, Dad. And this really short lady up to my nose came up to me and said, what's your name, dearie? And I went, Jocelyn. She was like, Jocelyn, get in the cage. And she pointed to the cage over to the like the far right. So I got in and she's like, put your hands there so I can see them. So my hands were there the whole time. And like I was facing, so like I couldn't turn around without her yelling at me. And there was a door right behind me, but I didn't see it because it was so dark. And for about maybe 30 seconds, this plague doctor just stood right behind me.
That's creepy.
For 30 seconds. And I turned around, made eye contact with this guy for a millisecond, screamed, and then my legs gave out. And I was just clinging onto the cage like this.
But that was, I think she enjoyed that the most, the generally being screamed at and frightened.
I actually almost peed myself 10 times.
And you went to the London Eye?
London Eye, yeah. That was really good because it was at night as well.
All sparkly.
And, sparkly, yes, very sparkly. And the Buckingham Palace was lit up.
Ah.
So you could see it.
Did you go and have tea with Her Majesty?
Yeah, we're actually really good friends right now.
Your best buds.
BFFs. No, not a best
Anne Marie's going to be sad if you're best friends with Queen Elizabeth II now.
But yeah, that's what we did the first day. And then we also ate, on the Friday, which is when we went, I went straight after school, we went to a really nice restaurant. I forgot what it was called, but it was so good. It was kind of like Lilo's in Cardiff.
Lebanese restaurant.
Lebanese restaurant. And the best part, which is the only part I remember, is the ice cream. It was pistachio and rose water, and it was so good. Like, it was just tons of it, like so much of it, and I just ate all, like savoured it. It was really good.
And in a minute, I mean, I think people might have seen the amazingness that was your birthday cake.
Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. It was so pretty.
It kind of just went...
I kind of cringed a bit when I saw it, not because of like it actually looked like that Max shoved his face into the side of it. It's because, like,
she wanted a pinata cake. Okay, so I made 3 sponge cakes.
I got a pinata cake. It's just that it turned out terribly.
And I cut 2 holes out of 2 of the layers, and I put 2 layers sandwiched together, filled it with Smarties, and then I think the problem was I did the buttercream frosting. Max helped me put the Smarties on, and it was completely covered, top and sides, which took ages. And because we were taking so long, it warmed up. And so I was covering the bit nearest me in Smarties, right? And then we turned the plate round a bit so we could get to the next side. And by the time we got back to the beginning, I was like, oh. And there was like a Smartie avalanche.
We came home and Max went, just look in the fridge. So I walked and opened the fridge and there was this cake there. I was like, oh, it's so...
I'm sure it will taste lovely, Mummy.
Mum, it's the thought that counts.
Which is just as well, but it was tasty.
It was actually pretty good, a bit too sweet for me.
Yeah. But anyway, so you had cake. You feel properly 13 now?
No, I feel like I need to get in a school fight or something.
I don't think you need to get in a school fight. It's enough of that. Right, well, thank you for coming on my podcast.
You're welcome.
Also, Jocelyn had her hair cut. Doesn't she look lovely?
Short now.
Yeah.
I didn't. You brushed it like once today.
I did brush it for you this morning. I did it in a nice French plait. What happened?
When I got home, I took it out because it was annoying me.
Yeah, it can be a bit tight to have up all day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll put in that little bit of video of all of us singing now with your birthday cake.
You're uploading it to today?
Yeah, well, I upload them overnight and then it goes live in the morning.
Ooh,
so
I'll have to watch your... Ooh! It's the Christmas countdown. What did you get in your 1st of December and 2nd of December?
Little tiny balls of yarn.
Ooh.
I knitted them into mitered squares.
You
and luckily,
some socks
normally,
for my very small feet.
I open the package in the morning with you guys and then I knit the square in the evening. But fortunately, I did that this morning before I walked the dog, because when I got to work, I was supposed to be in for a couple of hours. And poor old Dad was so exhausted, he had to come home. So I've been at work until 7 p.m. and I'm too tired to knit now.
I've just tired him out, haven't I?
I think you completely walked him off his feet. Poor man is exhausted.
We walked like 25,000 steps in the first day.
You did. It's pretty
knackered. Very tiring.
Right, I'm going to drink my tea and go and have a shower. And
I need another nap.
I think you need to go to bed. It's late. It's 8:45.
It's not that late. Come on, Mum.
Well...
You're just old.
I am pretty old. Yep, I'll give you that. All right. Check you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Bye. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jocelyn. Happy birthday to you. Oh.